All right, let's get into our next topic here. Because Matt Judon was asked at the Pro Bowl about, the future of the Patriots and what he thinks of Mac Jones. And he had a quote, which I'll read here. He says, quote, "I think we got a great deal of confidence in Mac, and we're going to see because we know what type of player he could be. We saw it at the collegiate level, high school level, and we saw it at a pro level. And so that's what we need. He knows that. And we're going to be backing him just as long as he's our quarterback. As long as he's on the team, we're going to be backing him. And I don't plan that he's going anywhere anytime soon." You brought the idea, Bailey Zappe's better than him. Bring him out there. Get rid of Mac Jones. But I said this from the beginning. It's not, the players are with Mac Jones because they realize they've been screwed over. So I'm going to ask you, do you think the Patriots, because they signed, they also signed, today, they signed the Oregon offensive line coach, I believe, who Dante Scarnecchio really liked.
Oh, yeah.
And he considered him one of the best offensive line coaches in the sport, in NFL history. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was Bill Belichick's first ever draft pick on the Patriots. I believe that's right.
This guy?
This their offensive line coach.
That's good news then.
I guess it is. So I'm going to ask you, do you think Mac Jones and the offense, because they signed Bill O'Brien and they just got a great offensive line coach, do you think they'll rebound next season?
I do.
Well, what do you see? Why do you think that?
I think Bill O'Brien will have a really good scheme. He's been offensive coordinator at the pro level and in college. He has also been a head coach. Had pretty good success as a head coach, too, with the Texans. And he had great success as offensive coordinator for the Patriots because he had Tom Brady as his quarterback. So we'll see. I think that he'll bring a good scheme. He'll probably bring in some of his own people. And I think Belichick will let him alone to do his thing because he respects somebody with that much experience. And it came from Alabama. He was at Alabama, and the relationship there between Saban and Belichick is one over many, many years, right? They were Belichick had Saban on his staff when he was at the Cleveland. And so I think there's a lot of good feelings amongst those people. And as Belichick said, I like to work with people that I like. And I think he likes Bill O'Brien. So I think he'll let those guys do their own thing. And I think Bill O'Brien will have a very good scheme. And I think Mac Jones will benefit from it.
I do want to make one slightly off-topic point because the reason why I got sidetracked in this past topic was because I was reading this on Twitter. Supposedly, it's just a little side topic because I find this very, very interesting. On Brady's first Let's Go podcast, which is the podcast he does with Larry Fitzgerald on, I believe, Sirius XM, this is the first show since his retirement. Guess who his special guest was? His first special guest.
Gronk.
Nope. Someone that you would think, are you serious? He actually interviewed this guy? Or I guess, yeah, interviewed. Take
Mac
a while.
Jones.
Bill Belichick.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Belichick said, this is just a little quote, "The greatest player, the greatest career, a great, great person." I guess it has to end at some point. And apparently Brady got pretty emotional after Belichick said that. I found that fascinating that actually happened.
That happened today?
That happened today.
I'd love to see
I guess it was recorded, and then today
you
was
have to
the day
pay to watch that podcast?
It's on Sirius XM. You can find it pretty, I'm not sponsored by it, but you can find it pretty much anywhere you get your podcast, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I just found that a little interesting. About the Patriots, because you
did they do that? Was he live there, or did they do it as a Zoom?
It's recorded, and then I believe it. I don't know if they upload the video, but they do it obviously audio, and it's a podcast. So I just found that interesting. Going back to the Patriots now. You said throughout the year, Mac Jones looks horrible. Mac Jones, Bailey Zappe, look at Bailey Zappe and everything like that.
Bailey Zappe played well.
He did. Yeah. But it was a very, very simplistic offense. And it was really the coaching that kind of screwed him over, because at the end of the year, I decided to look up, Mac Jones highlights throughout last season. And the offense looked completely different. It looked good. It looked efficient, and I decided to compare some stats. And I even have something. I have more stats than what I'm going to show you. This was Mac Jones. Basically, 2021 his rookie year to 2022 his sophomore season. 3,801 yards for a rookie. 22 touchdowns, 92.5 passer rating, 67, almost a 68% completion percentage. Some of these stats are higher than some top 5 quarterbacks here. And also, he got pressured more this year. He had less time in the pocket, severely less time in the pocket. almost 2 seconds on the nose, 2.2 seconds in the pocket. So almost no pocket time, higher sack percentage. I believe he had more sacks in fewer games this year. So Mac Jones is this season, I'm not going to put it on him whatsoever because I don't think it's been him whatsoever. I just don't think it's him.
Quite a few interceptions in both seasons.
He did, but I mean, it's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's a rookie. And also, I'm just going to put this out there. He had more 300-yard passing games this season than Aaron Rodgers did. And you know what? People can say their criticism about Aaron Rodgers
is a dink and dunk.
This season he was. Because, I mean, it wasn't until, week 11, 12 that he actually connected with his receivers. So,
you know what? A lot of what I said up against Mac Jones during the season, there's some frustration there. I think that
let's go.
I do think he gets another chance. And based on what he did in his rookie year, if he has the right offensive coordinator there and a dynamic offense, they need maybe a couple of pieces, right? They could do a little better at receiver, right? We'll see what they do there, whether they try to pick somebody up or red draft one in the first round.
Okay.
Right now, I see some of the drafts are saying they're going to pick a tight end.
Yes. Well, here's my thing, right? And when I take a look at the Patriots wide receiver core, I actually like basically all the receivers minus 2 of them. Nelson Aguilar, who I think they should get rid of, and I don't know if I believe he's on the last year of his contract, so he'll be a free agent this year. If he's not, get trade value for him. They should have traded him at the trade deadline.
Who?
Nelson Aguilar.
Oh yeah.
And
who's the other one you don't like?
Tyquan Thornton.
Yeah.
He got overplayed and underproduced.
Yeah. He's a rookie.
He's a rookie, but I understand you want rookies to go out there and try to perform.
I don't think he played that well.
He got put out there. He just didn't perform whatsoever.
I agree.
Kendrick Bourne, I believe, had less snaps and had more yards, and I think he had 1 fewer touchdown. So, I mean, I love Devontae Parker. He's got to stay healthier though. Same thing with Jonnu Smith. He's got to stay healthy, and I think if Bill O'Brien may bring back the 2 tight end scheme. If he doesn't. That's on him because I think he has 2 very good tight ends.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry's a great tight end. What Jonnu Smith did with the Titans is the reason why the Patriots are paying him $90 million over like 5 years or something like that. It might be $70 million over 4 years. That's why he's getting the big dollars. Is because of what he did with the Titans in his last season. And I think, you know what? If you put him out there, put him in a position where he can succeed, I think we're going to see the Jonnu Smith we saw 2-3 seasons ago. Hunter Henry, he's been very, very reliable. And Devontae Parker, like I said, needs to stay healthy. Kendrick Bourne should be the wide receiver 3 if Jacoby Myers comes back. Because Jacoby Myers right now is heading into free agency. I believe they might be able to franchise tag him, but I think sign him for 4 or 5 years. Sign him for, I don't know how much he deserves to make. I don't know, $22 million a year. Doing the math on that, I think he's worth it for that. $20 million a year. I don't know. He's been a great receiver. I don't know what wide receivers are making these days. I think Devontae Adams is making, $35 million a year.
Yeah, well.
So, I don't know, do $15 million.
Jacoby Myers is not Devontae Parker or Devontae.
I agree. But
Adams.
But Adams is making 35. I'm saying make 22-20. So
yeah, I bet you can get him for under 20.
I don't know. I think team's going to see his value. So I think I'm going to go with, you know what?
I like him. I like Jacoby Myers.
Absolutely.
But he's not a dynamic receiver. He's a solid receiver.
Yes, absolutely.
You can count on him to make the 3rd down catch,
Yeah.
but he's not someone that's streaking down the sidelines.
Correct.
Beating everybody.
That was supposed
scoring
to be Devontae Parker this year.
75-yard touchdown.
Well, that was supposed to be Devontae Parker this year.
They didn't use him that way.
A couple of times. There was the Ravens game where he exploded, had a phenomenal game. He had a beautiful catch. I believe.
Does he sign for more than 1 year, Devontae Parker?
Yeah. I think he signed for 2 more seasons.
He needs to stay healthy. I agree.
That's the big thing. But in that game, I believe it still counts for this season. He caught the lowest completion percentage pass. I believe it was 22% chance to catch it, and he caught it or something like that. For a while, at least he had the top of that. So I think it's gonna be interesting. But I mean, there's been report after report after report about how the players were with Mac Jones and against the coaches. And I think, you know what, Belichick's trying to get back on their good side because, you know what, he screwed him over.
Yeah.
He screwed him over. And you know what, he finally took accountability at the very, very end. And you know what, that's the reason why they were 8-9, 9-8, and missed the playoff. I believe 8-9, and missed the playoffs. They had a chance. Yeah, well, they couldn't get it done.
They got Kraft is upset too, so he
should have been.
Has to watch that too.
He should have been, but I mean, I think even though Robert Kraft may get very, very frustrated with the way Bill Belichick, works the coaching staff and everything like that, I think Kraft understands that Belichick has the right to go when he pleases and not to fire Bill Belichick. I think Kraft's just going to ride out and be like,
fire him.
I don't think.
I do think he's expecting more from them next year for sure.
Oh, 1,000%.
He said that. He said that they were going to make some changes and fix some things. So they've done that.
Yeah.
We'll see what they can do. Free agency. They're not generally big on free agency. Belichick doesn't go out and get big players. It didn't work that well for him. When he did, he's better off in the draft, and so we'll see what he can do. But
here's the thing, though: his draft isn't very good. He has a couple gems. He has a couple gems.
He got Gronk. He's got Brady.
Okay.
Gronk and Brady. That's pretty good.
Now we're going.
Aaron Hernandez was pretty good. Yeah.
Now we're going back 13 years. We're going back 13 and 23 years.
He drafted. Uche. Yeah, he drafted Uche.
Barmore. Yeah.
Barmore.
But hold on. How about on the offense? You got Stevenson and who? Myers.
Stevenson was a great draft pick.
He's 1,000 yards.
He's a third round pick, right? Look how well he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Like, third round pick, does that put him at the top of his running back class?
And Marcus Jones. Marcus Jones is
small.
Good.
He's small. That's the problem.
But he's done well, Nate. He made the play. He made the Pro Bowl
as a punt returner.
So what? He had the punt return for a touchdown
against the New York Losers. That's what he did against the New York up and coming.
This other guy, Jack Jones, was pretty good. He got hurt.
He was put on the suspended list.
Yeah, well, he'll still be back.
That's for real.
They'll have him back.
So how about this?
I think he's done a pretty good job with the draft.
I don't know exactly how many picks.
They're really going to try hard this year. I think they're first round. They're going to pick a receiver, whether it's tight end or a wide receiver. We'll see.
Yeah. I should have a little funny little question for you. I don't know how many picks per round the Patriots have, but let's say they have one pick in each round. Over under 4 players with the last name of Jones, because Belichick loves his Jones.
I know.
So over under, let's say 3.5 Joneses over under in the draft. If there's at least one pick.
You think he's going to pick more than one Jones in the draft?
No. So what I'm saying is over under he's going to draft 3 players with the last name of Jones. Do you think he'll pick more than 3 or was it more than 3.5 or under 3.5?
In this year's draft?
In this year's draft. I'm just saying, hypothetically.
Under. There's not going to be that many Joneses in the draft.
Oh, there's a lot of Joneses in the draft.
Yeah?
There's a lot of Joneses.
He's not going to pick 3 of them. 3.5.
Wait, didn't he just draft what?
Are you over or under?
Wait. Let's see how many he drafted last year. Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, and who? I'm pretty sure there was another one, too.
No, I think it was just 2.
Well,
he has 4 Joneses on the team, right? He has
Jonathan Jones,
Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, and Mac Jones.
Yeah, he has 4. And there's probably another one down the depth chart that we just don't know of. So I'm going over. I'm saying there's at least 4. At least 4
Joneses is going to put.
Hey, it's Belichick, and I guarantee you 2 of them are going to be from Alabama.
Change the name of the team.
The New England Joneses. And watch, he's gonna pick at least 3 players from Alabama. He always does. He's heavy on Alabama.
Likes Alabama.
Even though I think Georgia right now has more players, but I think they're all going to get taken up.
He picked Georgia players too, and they haven't worked out very well.
Yeah, that's true. Christian Barmore's from Alabama. He worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
So
Isaiah Wynn from Georgia, he didn't work out well.
Injury prone, not great when he played. He may be gone by this offseason.
Who's the other the Patriots' other running back?
Damian Harris. He's Alabama.
Damian Harris is Alabama. He's a good running back. He just can't stay healthy.
He's on the last year of his contract as well.
Yeah.
So will they bring up Pierre Strong Jr., a special teamer, to go back to running back?
They're not going to give him a 5th-year option. They're just going to let him play, and he'll have to play well.
Well, this year was the last year of his contract, so he's a free agent.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
So who knows?